Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. The Doctor is in, and we are finally back with some more Metal Gear Solid 1. Let us begin. Oh, did you want to get your headset?
No, I was just gonna say, if the doctor is in, are you charging 5 cents?
Well, I mean, that would be the hope, is that people give bits. 5 bits, folks.
Do I hear 6? I'm sorry, guys. It was trying to be funny.
Well, I'm glad somebody actually got the joke. That is exactly what I was referencing this entire time. Yes! It's been how many years since I've been using this and somebody finally gets the joke?
I'm sorry. Me, the tired pierogi, is a blonde pierogi.
Well, used to be, anyway. Yes, you have a blonde soul, if not a blonde head. Okay, anyway, we are here. Let's go ahead and get this going, shall we? Oh, nuts. I forgot something here. I'm gonna be right back. There we go. Sorry about that. We're going to skip past the opening cutscene. And we are going to, load the game. Hello, welcome in, Shadow Knight. How are you? Alright, so Snake must try to rescue the Metal Gear Chief Engineer Dr. Hal Emmerich to find out how to stop the nuclear launch. With the help of Meryl, Snake gets through the tank hangar to the valley. However, Foxhound member Vulcan Raven and his M1 tank were waiting for him. Dodging the attack of the tank cannon and destroying the tank, Snake succeeds in infiltrating the nuclear warhead storage building. He heads for the second floor basement where Dr. Emmerich is trapped. More games need to do this. Like, just a little recap of what it is you were doing before you stopped playing last. It helps. Like, seriously. Alright, so... what is this? This is ration. Okay. Interesting. Glad to hear you are doing well. Got the Spy Family movie coming out this weekend. Is anybody going to that?
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads? Yes, they're all dismantled warheads. They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said, totally careless. They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Why you're telling me never to use my weapon on that floor? Because Naomi literally just said that I won't be able to because she made my nano machines prevent me from doing so. Yeah, you don't live near a theater? That sucks. I'm sorry. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Okay. Ah, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, 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 nope. You don't see me. Forgot I could do that. One less enemy soldier to have to worry about. I'm glad I can actually do that in this game, because in the later games they punish you for taking such a direct approach. Like, they kind of start heading that way in Metal Gear Solid 2, I think. But it's Metal Gear Solid 3 where they really start punishing you for dispatching enemies. Which, I get it, you know, it's like... Thankfully, they also make it easier to deal with enemies non-lethally in the future as well. Real pain in Metal Gear Solid 2. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, somebody's coming down this walkway. Alright, are you gonna be turning around, or are you gonna be... Oh, look, what's this guy doing? Never use your weapons in that room, Snake. But I am a lethal weapon. Ah! I guess these guys didn't get the memo! Yeah, they neglected to tell me that they suck all the oxygen out of that room if I wind up triggering the alarms. Well, not suck all the oxygen out of the room, but they gas the place, which is the same thing as far as gameplay is concerned. Alright, yeah, come over here. Half grenade. Regular grenade. I'm just curious what's on the other side, and I don't want to have to go through the security camera to find out, so we're gonna take the long way around. Alright, anything good up here? No? Alright. Actually, hold on. Sometimes they find neat goodies underneath these things. No, not in this instance, it would appear. Okay, nothing to crawl under there. No. Alright. Gonna head up and... Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Yeah, you don't see me. Matter of fact, you really don't see me. Alright. What did I just do? Okay, I need to go to the second basement. I need my ID card? Yeah, I do. Okay.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Okay, well, then I will have to find a remote-controlled missile. Where do we get these technological wonders? Probably on basement level 2. Did I say basement level 2? I meant 1. Basement level 1. I was on basement level 2. Okay. So... dare you take a leak. Okay. It's level 6. What is this one? I can't. No, no good. Okay, so there's level 4 over there. Level 3. Okay. Where'd the guy go? Just like kind of. Okay. Guy just disappeared. Stun grenade. Oh. He decided to have the same idea. Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave him be, because... Oh, probably not my greatest idea. Okay. Who used the elevator since I did? Alright. So I'm gonna call Mei Ling and have her save my data.
What is it, Snake? In my parents' homeland, they say, if there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten. That means the side with the greater numbers is usually the winner. You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
Alright, now... I need to step out of here. Breathe again. Okay. Okay. That's where it's at, so... Ah. All mailing again.
You caught Snake?
Because now that I've actually finished that nonsense, I don't want to do it again.
Snake, like Confucius said, the cautious seldom err. If you proceed cautiously, you probably won't make a big mistake. Snake, even after you get used to the mission, don't lose your concentration.
So, have these different rooms here. There's a ration. But unfortunately, because I already have mine full up, I have no rationale for going in that room. Alright, let's see. Let's get the chaff grenade out. Just making sure you're listening. Okay, now I've got a gas mask, which means that... Yeah. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna Leroy Jenkins myself. Oh. No wonder it wasn't opening. Okay. That's actually kind of neat that they have that feature. I think this is level 3. Yep. C4. That's good. Alright. That's a level 3. I can't rightly tell about this one. Level 6. Okay. That's not gonna do anything until later then. Wait. There's... Oh, more missiles. Okay. Oh. Okay, gas mask back on. What's this? Chaff grenade. Ration. Alright. I don't have time to mess around with trying to crawl under these things, because even with the oxygen mask on, my oxygen is depleting pretty quickly here. So I'm just gonna head over here. Just want to go back out here because the door was saying something on it, but I couldn't read it because I was going in too quickly. Alright, what does this say? Al's lab keep out. Okay.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
Snake, you can't use the radar because something's jamming it. And whatever's doing it is very close to you. Be careful. Be careful, Snake.
It's a ghost.
Kirby joke because HAL Laboratories. Okay. That's a big brain right there.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What? What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Now, I happen to remember that there is a specific condition in order to win this. Namely, I'm not allowed to use weapons.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
If Campbell has any tips.
If you have a question about members of Foxhound, you should ask Naomi.
I'm sorry, but there's no one in Foxhound like that. There are currently only 6 members of Foxhound. Psycho Mantis, Sniper Wolf, Vulcan Raven, Decoy Octopus, Revolver Ocelot, and finally Liquid Snake. The genome soldiers under his command are next-generation special forces. Foxhound is intended to be a small number of highly elite, hand-picked soldiers.
You're talking about the current Foxhound, right?
Yes.
Snake, who or what is that thing? Is he an enemy or not?
That's what I'd like to know. Naomi, you really don't have any idea?
Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
What?
Nothing. Forget about it.
Alright, let's see if Miller has anything.
He's just playing with you. Why don't you try throwing away your weapons?
I already did that. Meryl, perhaps.
Ninja, I've never heard of any member of Foxhound like that. But you're gonna have to do something about him if you want to save Dr. Emmerich.
Nastasia, perhaps?
Look at him move. He must have some kind of powered exoskeleton.
Powered exoskeleton? You mean like prosthetic arms and legs?
No, prosthetics are intended to replace original body parts. That ninja's exoskeleton makes him far stronger than any normal human. He is a true cyborg, a cybernetic organism.
So he's half machine, huh?
I heard rumors about the experiments, but I had no idea that such a creature really existed.
Alright, let's see if this guy has anything. No response. Eh, figures. I wonder if there's like some kind of a tell that tells me when it's safe to like try and punch him. Such rude con. We've already seen this cutscene.
Make me feel it. Make me feel alive again. That's good, Snake. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Since if I use my weapons on him, then he'll just keep dodging and yeah. Besides that, Miller said to try throwing away your weapons, so he's the only one that actually gave me any useful combat advice. like a run button or something. You'd think this is a ballerina or something. Okay, apparently using chaff grenades on him does not work quite as well as I had hoped. So I'm just gonna keep punching him. Because the problem is, like, I'll punch him and then he goes down and then I can't hit him again until he gets back up.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me. I'm here, Snake. Hurry up and
Shut up.
like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
Now that's cheating.
Hurt me more.
Gladly. Oh, come on.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Better idea. How about I make you feel dead?
That's good, Snake. Good. Now we can
Fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon. Yeah, that's not gonna get old at all. I can't skip that cutscene. Darn it. Alright, enough with the Peter Pan nonsense.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me.
It's the first time he hides, it's easy enough to find him.
I'm here, Snake. Hurry up and catch me. I'm here, Snake. Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that again.
That's it. I remember that punch. Do you remember, Snake?
Yeah, I remember.
The hour of battle.
I punched him.
Clashing of bone and sinew.
Yeah, I remember. We did this back in Hawaii. It was the Hawaiian punch then.
That's good, Snake.
I think I might actually need to use my gun on him this time.
I felt that, Snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
I'm losing myself.
it over?
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark.
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
All right. Welcome in, Nacho Warrior. Thank you for joining. How are you? Let's go around and pick up some of the ammo that was left around here. Was it Metal Gear Solid 2 that introduced hiding in lockers? I think it was. Doing well, just making some fully loaded sweet potato fries. Ooh. So, what is a sweet potato fry fully loaded with exactly? Because I would say fully loaded fries would be like a fully loaded baked potato, but sweet potatoes are not baked potatoes. So, I'm wondering if there's any difference. I'm doing well. Let's see here. Oh, I'll need that. Then I'll... Oh. Need this to get through. Ah! I think this one up here. Yeah, this one was a level 4. Go back to the gas mask. Or, no, it was the one up top. So what's in here? Night vision goggles. Yes. Alright, here. Should be able to just... Yeah. Okay, turn on the gas mask. Alright. Which one of the... Okay, that's level 3. That one's a level 4. Okay. Let's go in here. Stun grenades. Is that it? But yeah, as I was saying in chat, I would say that Otacon and Sonomia from Robotics Notes would get along great because they are both obsessed with making bipedal robots because they were inspired by their Japanese animes. French fry style with Hidden Valley Ranch, hot sauce, nacho gourmet cheese, and bacon bits. That actually sounds really good. Probably some... I don't want to try that on tots, actually. Alright, but we're on B2, so we go to B1, and... Okay. So for starters... dispatch this guy so he doesn't get us confused with someone else. Step 2, call Mei Ling.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Kodak system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
Fried it with tots and does taste good? Oh, okay. Alright. So we've got 2 soldiers in there. One of which... Okay. I'm back here. Lucked out there.
Don't move. That's the second time I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? There's no way you could pass for a man for long.
What do you mean? Hey, men aren't allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake. Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
Same smart mouth. You're Meryl, all right. Are you hurt?
Not yet. After all, I was disguised as a genome soldier.
So why'd you change? You'd be a lot better off dressed like one of them.
I got tired of disguising myself. The truth is, the uniform smelled like blood.
What's that mark?
Huh? Oh, this? It's a paint tattoo. It's not real. I was a fan of Foxhound way back, when guys like you and my uncle were in it. None of that gene therapy like there is today. You guys were real heroes.
There are no heroes in war. All the heroes I know are either dead or in prison. One or the other.
But Snake, you're a hero, aren't you?
I'm just a man who's good at what he does. Killing. There's no winning or losing for a mercenary. The only winners in war are the people.
That's right, and you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose in life, no ultimate goal.
Come on.
It's only when I'm cheating death on the battlefield. The only time I feel truly alive.
Seeing other people die makes you feel alive, huh? You love war and don't want it to stop? Is it the same with all great soldiers throughout history?
Why didn't you contact me?
My codec was broken.
Is that all?
Shouldn't you just be happy we met up like this? How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
So there's something you like about me, huh?
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First it's my eyes, now it's my butt. What's next?
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
So Snake, how are the negotiations going?
No progress.
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them from launching a nuclear missile.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear, or...
we override the detonation code. You got the card keys from Baker?
Card keys? You mean this?
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
I have no idea, but they must be somewhere. If we can't find them, we'll have no choice but to destroy Metal Gear.
Metal Gear is in an underground maintenance base to the north.
Take me too. I know this place better than you do.
You'll just slow me down. You don't have enough battle experience.
I won't slow you down, I promise.
And what if you do?
Then you can shoot me.
I don't like to waste bullets.
Got it. I'll be careful. You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do. I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman. I always dreamed of becoming a soldier. But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, he was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Not really. I thought that if I became a soldier, I could understand him better.
So are you a soldier yet?
I thought I was until today, but now I understand. The truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself, afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know why I've lived the way I've lived until now. I want to know.
Take a good look. You won't get another chance for a while. You should wash your face, too, while you're at it.
Yeah.
This isn't a training exercise. Our lives are riding on this. There are no heroes or heroines. If you lose, you're worm food.
Yeah.
Is that FAMAS functional?
Unfortunately, it's out of ammo.
Where'd you get that Desert Eagle?
I found it in the armory. It's a .50 caliber Action Express. There was a SOCOM pistol too, but I chose this.
Huh, so I got a leftover, huh? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Come on, use my .45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years old. I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra. If we're gonna go to the north, we'll have to go through the commander's room on this floor. The overland route is blocked by glaciers. The door to the commander's room is security level 5. This card will open it. It was inside the pocket of the uniform I was wearing.
Looks like he must have been guarding someplace important.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man. Follow me.
Yeah, sounds like a robot master.
That's strange. There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
You keep a lookout. I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to go across every room I can get to until I get full up on all my ammo. Getting some rations wouldn't hurt either. Azepam. Okay. Oh, that's level 6. Cardboard box B. What's the difference? It's a helipad. Okay. And cardboard box B is to nuclear warhead storage building. Okay. Yeah, Nacho Warrior, I was just asking you, out of curiosity, what brand of Nacho Gourmet cheese did you use? Because that sounds like something I'd like to try making, but I wanted to know what to get there in the cheese department. Oh, wrong button. All mailing.
It's a good thing you hooked up with Meryl. You should have seen the Colonel. He doesn't like to let it show because he's the boss, but he was so happy he could barely contain himself.
I'm glad to hear that.
Talk to you later, Snake.
So since I've hooked up with Meryl, let's see what everybody else has to say about that.
Colonel, your niece is fine. Thank goodness. We can't relax. Not yet. I know. Snake. She's quite a woman. As commander of this operation, I can't ask you to watch after Meryl, but... Duty first? Maybe I was wrong. Sending my own flesh and blood to war. She understands about duty. I know she does. But what I want to know is, what was the real purpose of this military exercise? I don't know. Like I said, I'm nothing more than a middleman. Is this transmission being monitored by the military? Of course. I get it. All the world's a stage and we're merely players, right? Yes, but even players can influence the play. I just hope we can prevent it from having a bad ending.
Let's see what Miller says.
You managed to link up with Meryl. Good. So now, you must have the card keys that will override the detonation code. You should hurry. The time limit is running out.
Okay. Try calling Meryl. No response. Deep Throat also gives me no response. Nastasha.
You found Meryl. Хорошо.
Oh, well. Okay then. Alright.
My head. Oh, it hurts.
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake.
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine. Okay. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Ooh, that's... Okay. So I'm using the first-person view mode, and it's coming out of Meryl's eyes. That's weird. Yeah, I really have to give this game credit, because just look at the way those lights are moving on this floor. Like, I don't know how they pulled that off with this technology, but that's impressive for back then.
Snake, how do you
like me?
What the?
Do you like me? Hold me, Snake.
What's wrong?
Oh, hurry, hurry. Make love to me. Oh, Snake, I want you.
Who's that?
You don't like girls?
Snake, Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
It's Psycho Mantis. He's controlling Meryl. That tune is his mind control music.
Don't use your weapon. Try to knock her out.
She went down easy.
Useless woman.
Optic camouflage, huh? I hope that's not your only trick.
You doubt my power? Now, I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world. No, there's no need for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. That's right. This is no trick. It's true power. It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought. Now, let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. You're a careless man, aren't you? And you're a poor warrior as well. However, you are skillful at eluding traps. Still don't believe me? Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. I can see into your mind. You like Castlevania, don't you? You have saved often. You are a prudent person. I can read you like an open book. You still don't believe me? I will show you my psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor. Put it down as flat as you can. That's good. Now I will move your controller by the power of my will alone.
Impressive. It's moving.
Now, can you feel my power now? The demonstration is over.
Like, those moments I kind of wish I had a camera going, but unfortunately my setup does not allow for that as of yet. Eventually. Alright, where is this guy? Can I see him if I put on night vision goggles? I wonder. I kind of can. Okay, sweet. Good day-o. Alright.
That's Psycho Mantis, former KGB psychic. He has powerful telepathic abilities. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, he came to America looking for a job. He worked with the FBI on several cases as a psychic profiler. 5 years ago, he was working on the case of a multiple serial murderer, and he got too far into the killer's mind. As a result, he became just like the killer.
So he was sort of infected by this serial murderer's thoughts?
In any case, after that, he became a sort of psychic spy working for the highest bidder. He traveled all around the world. That's when he was recruited by Foxhound. He can read people's minds. He knows every move that you're going to make.
What should I do? I've got no chance of beating him. There must be some way.
He's a master at controlling people, Snake. Don't let him manipulate you. Not everything you see with your 2 eyes is real. Destroying his spirit is more important than destroying his body.
Don't let him read you. Be a blank slate, okay? Clear your mind. He read your mind with his psychic abilities. Somehow you've got to get around him. He's using his psychic ability to read your controller's moves. That's how he's evading your attack. You've got to do something so he can't read your controller's moves. Think. There must be some way. I've got it. Use the controller port. Plug your controller into controller port 2. If you do that, he won't be able to read your mind.
These breadcrumbs of hints as if this was supposed to be the most obvious thing in the world. Alright, so to change my controller settings. Right. Connect as player 2. Confirm. Or there we go. Go back. Alright. Resume game. Also,
I've got it. Use the controller port. Plug your controller.
okay. Already did that. Where? Oh, there you are. Where are you? From what I understand, the font they used for Hideo right there actually looks kind of similar to how video looks on some TVs at the time. I thought there was something about being able to destroy these statues too, but maybe it was this one? Ow. Where are you? Guy apparently. Well, I kind of wonder what would happen if I used C4 on this thing. Can I stun this guy? Apparently not.
Why couldn't I read your mind?
Oh, that's just great. That's all I need. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I'm out of rations. Okay, fine then. Alright, we'll try the stun grenade. That way I don't have to worry about shooting her on accident.
You are powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
Stop! Meryl!
I think if I... There, stun.
No! It cannot be! No!
Stop doing the little disappeary dance. Such rude pun.
So you were saying something about C4 earlier, and I was wondering, why are we throwing energy drinks at them?
That didn't exist when this was made.
No, but you said throw C4 at them, then we might even get an energy drink.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, why are we throwing energy drinks at them?
Here. I'll look back here, huh? Right. Let's try this again. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna... Okay, yeah, so... I can see through my own eyes right now. If I go up to see her here...
My head!
Get through that cutscene.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
And now I see through her eyes. Kind of a neat touch.
Snake, Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
It's Psycho Mantis. He's controlling Meryl.
Okay, there we are.
Useless woman. Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. aren't you? And you're a poor warrior as well. However, you are skillful at eluding traps. Still don't believe me? Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. I can see into your mind. You like Castlevania, don't you? You have saved often. You are a prudent person. I can read you like an open book. You still don't believe me? I will show you my psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor.
Hello there.
Put it down as flat as you can. That's good. Now I will move your controller by the power of my will alone. What do you think now? Can you feel my power now? The demonstration is over.
Thank you for joining. How are you? So, I've learned something very interesting. If you have your controller plugged into controller port 2, he can't move your controller. Doing good? Good to hear. Alright, where are you, sir? Oh, that's how you managed to get these things. Didn't think they would have kept the Hideo text in there. Well, they kind of have to. Part of the joke. Like, I know they're not a huge fan of Hideo, but for whatever reason. But oh, bother. I hit the circle button twice for rations. It sucks. Oh, come on. Require Konami to do more than the bare minimum. You are not wrong. Oh. Now I gotta go through the spiel again.
My head! Oh.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Reeve, since you didn't get to see this earlier, I don't know if you know this, but if you press the first-person view button in this particular room after that cutscene, this happens. Yeah, I already know what to do here, so I'm just going to ignore you guys. Be hilarious if there was like some kind of difference in how this played out, depending on how.
Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. You're a careless man, aren't you? And you're a poor warrior as well. However, you are skillful at eluding traps. Still don't believe me? Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. I can see into your mind. You like Castlevania, don't you? You have saved often. You are a prudent person. I can read you like an open book. You still don't believe me? I will show you my psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor. Put it down as flat as you can. That's good. Now I will move your controller by the power of my will alone. What do you think now? Can you feel my power now? The demonstration is over.
Alright, let's get SOCOM again. Alright, where is this dude? Welcome back with your fries, Nacho. The Nacho Warrior making fully loaded fries with nacho cheese. Fitting, ain't it? Delicious fries. Good to know. Sounds really good. Alright, come on. Would you stop moving around, you vile creature? Maybe I should just stay on the floor next time that happens. Can't hit me like this, can ya? That's some snake, man. I do his attacks? I think he's actually doing all these in the same order now that I look at it.
Why? Why couldn't I read your mind?
Why did I not notice that sooner?
You're powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
Stop! Meryl!
How he does this right after he's...
It cannot be! No!
Right after he sees that I've got stun grenades and have used them. Alright. So we're at the invisible attack. What I wouldn't give to... You know what? Actually, I think I... Ow. Hold on. You know, while Dr. Emmerich may love his bots, I do not. So I'm going to report this guy. Give me just a moment while I'm... There we go. And just got to do one more thing. How do I swear I used to be better at this. I don't want to reply. I'm trying... There, click the mod actions. Why is this not working? Chat settings. Where? How do I ban someone? Because I can't remember how to do that. Right click on the name and then click delete. Well, you see, I've been doing that, and it just keeps giving me back, forward, refresh, zoom in, zoom out, copy current address, inspect, and mute. All right, let me see if I can't do that in... Maybe if I pull up my Twitch channel on my iPad, I can get that done. Apologies, folks. All right, and go to my channel, go to the chat. There we go, and ban. There we go. Interesting. He's just spamming the same attack now. Let's see if he keeps spamming the same locations. Oh. Okay, so he's... Gotta do to land a hit on this guy after this point in the battle.
Snake, is there some reason you can't use controller port 2? Ah, well, it's okay. Do you see something that looks like a statue on both sides of the room?
Yeah. You mean those things with their faces all wrapped up in leather bands?
Yes. Attack those statues to uncover their faces.
Why?
Those statues were modeled after Mantis's real face. Mantis despises the sight of his own face. If he suddenly sees his own disfigured face staring at him, it might break his concentration.
Snake, if you destroy the faces of those statues, you should be able to disturb Mantis's psychic powers.
Doesn't help me at all because it's already done. If I can use night vision goggles to find him. Nope. He just disappears. Just have to shoot him before he can get an attack off. Just using this attack again. shot right there.
Colonel, your niece is going to be okay.
Thanks, Snake. I owe you one.
Now that Mantis is beaten, Meryl's brainwashing should wear off, right, Naomi?
Yes. But why did you go so far out of your way to save her? For Campbell's sake, or maybe it's because you like her?
I don't want to see any woman die right in front of me.
Oh, really? Since when did anybody's death bother you so much?
Naomi, it's true that Snake has killed a lot of people, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart.
It's okay, Colonel. She's right.
So, you used the other... I wasn't able to read the future.
A strong man doesn't need to read the future. He makes his own.
Perhaps so, but I'll read your future. To get to Metal Gear's underground maintenance base, you have to go through that hidden door. There's a hidden door behind the bookcase. The overland route. It's blocked by frozen glaciers. Go past the communication towers. And use the tower's walkway.
Why are you telling me this?
I can read people's minds. In my lifetime, I have read the pasts, presents, and futures of thousands upon thousands of men and women.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. And that's why there is war. But you are different. You're the same as us. We have no past, no future. We live in the moment. That's our only purpose. Humans weren't designed to bring each other happiness. From the moment we're thrown into this world, we're fated to bring each other nothing but pain and misery. The first person whose mind I dove into was my father's. I saw nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart. My mother died in childbirth, and he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me. That's when my future disappeared. I lost my past as well. When I came to, the village was engulfed in flames.
Are you saying that you burned your village down to bury your past?
I see that you have suffered the same trauma. We are truly the same, you and I. The world is a more interesting place with people like you in it. I never agreed with the boss's revolution. His dreams of world conquest do not interest me. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk. He doesn't have much time left.
I've seen through evil. You, Snake, you're just like the boss. No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad. I read her mind as well.
Meryl's?
I saw you there, You have a large place in your heart.
A large place?
Yes, a large place. But I do not know if your futures lie together. I have a last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this, other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die, I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world. I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future, go through that door. This is the first time I've ever used my power to help someone. It's strange. It feels kind of nice.
Let's go, Meryl.
I'm sorry.
Meryl?
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
You're right.
Never doubt yourself. Just let it make you stronger. Learn something from it.
You're right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What? What's the problem now?
Oh, no, nothing. So, tell me, Snake. What's your name? Your real name?
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
Oh. Okay. Go back. Gear Solid 4 is kind of a sore spot with me for a number of reasons. Not the least of which is how they handle this character arc.
Could there be wolves in there?
Wolf dogs. Half wolf, half husky.
How do you know so much?
I ride dog sleds. I'm a musher.
I'll take point. Snake, you follow me.
Simon, you ended up following me. Woman, where'd you go? Like, I'll take point. You follow me. And, like, I can't even see where you went. Alright, you know what? Be easier to see this way. Okay. Excuse me. Where did that woman go? Meryl! What? I need to call Mei Ling.
Snake, you saw the Ton radar.
I know. I can't use it in a narrow space like this, right?
Right. I'm sorry.
No reason to apologize. Even the greatest masterpiece has its flaws. Mei Ling, how did you get into this line of work?
The truth is, I always wanted to become a fighter pilot. I fell in love with jets watching them in the movies.
You'd be surprised how many people say the same thing.
But I didn't want to kill people. That's when I heard that the US Air Force needed people to do BDAs, battle damage assessments.
Those are the guys whose job it is to confirm how successful a bombing run was.
Yeah, so I started to do research into aerial photography and air intelligence. I made it my major.
But there are no pilots who only do BDAs.
That's right, but by the time I learned that, I was already an expert in my field.
Here we go. Probably wouldn't hurt to heal up. Thank you for abandoning me to the wolves, Meryl. Literally. There you are.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought you were good with dogs.
You know what? For going ahead and leaving me alone like that.
What are you thinking?
Thinking that's going to be a very useful item later on.
This place is mine. I'll take point again. Stay back, okay?
But the radar isn't working. And since we can't use the mine detector either...
Leave it to me. So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
It sounds weird, but when Mantis dove into my mind, I was able to see where the mines were placed. Are you impressed?
Well, a little bit.
Only a little?
Meryl, get down! Meryl!
Snake, leave me and run.
Meryl!
I guess I am a rookie after all.
Don't worry, Meryl. It's me they want.
Even I know that. It's the oldest trick in the book. The sniper's using me for bait to lure you out.
Damn.
Shoot me, Snake.
No!
My gun. I can't reach it by myself.
Don't move.
I promised I wouldn't slow you down. I can still help. I want to help you.
Quiet down. Save your strength.
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier. But war is ugly. There's nothing glamorous about it. Snake, please save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people. Don't forget me. Now get out of here.
Meryl! Damn. Snake, it's a trap. The sniper's trick to lure you out. The sniper's waiting for you to go and help Meryl, so he can pick you off. Don't do it.
Must be Sniper Wolf, Foxhound's best shooter.
Snipers usually work in pairs, but this one's alone, huh?
I know her. She can wait for hours, days, or weeks. It doesn't matter to her. She's just watching and waiting for you to expose yourself.
Maybe so, but Meryl can't hold out that long.
Snake, can you see Wolf from where you are?
There's nowhere to hide between here and the tower. She must be on the second floor of the tower.
If Wolf is in the communications tower, she can see you perfectly. It's the classic sniper's position. At that distance, you won't be able to hit her with a standard weapon either. You'll need a sniper rifle.
Colonel, take it easy. I'm gonna save Meryl, no matter what it takes.
Okay. Thanks.
What's wrong, Naomi?
Nothing. I'm just surprised you're willing to sacrifice yourself. You got the genes of a soldier, not a savior.
You trying to say that I'm only interested in saving my own skin?
I wouldn't go that far, but
I don't know what the hell my genes look like, and I don't care. I operate on instinct.
like an animal?
I'm going to save Meryl. I don't need an excuse.
Okay.
And I'm not doing it for someone else either. I'm gonna save Meryl for myself. Colonel, don't worry.
Snake. Thanks.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Antagonistic to me, woman. Alright. Alright. Glad that their killer instincts go away the minute I but the minute I try and go through a tunnel. Welcome in, Petite Trianon. Thank you for joining. How are you? I see you cannot sleep. And you ask for my help. I do not know what I can do to help, but I shall attempt to do so, my friend. Alright. Glad to have you in here as well. It's been a while. Alright, let's see. Oh, right, I need the level 5 card. Brain is wide awake. Yeah, I've had that happen. Usually, the best thing to do when your brain is wide awake and you're trying to sleep is to try to do anything but sleep. Like, if you try to force yourself to stay awake, your brain will eventually be like, over my dead body, you're staying awake. If you try to force yourself to fall asleep, your body will be like, no, you're going to stay awake. Alright, so... I've gotten everything I can from here with the level 5 card, so we're going to go up to the ground floor. Should you play a game instead? Reading a book is going to be your best bet. Is that way you don't have lights from a screen doing anything to you? But, you know, as long as you're not necessarily trying to go to sleep, you will eventually get tired if you try to do literally anything else. Play a cozy game? Yeah, something like Stardew Valley or any kind of deck building game is a good one. Well, you know, as long as there's not a whole lot of action involved. Okay. Needed that. Fallen asleep to Ace Attorney before? Yeah, that's a good one, because there's a lot of reading involved there. I find that the more reading you do in a video game, if you're going to do that to stay awake, the... Excuse me. Where's my gas mask? There it is. Just long enough for the alert to be called off, and I died because I ran out of oxygen. You're angry at a book you read, you had a spoiler, and now you can't continue with it, but you must finish stuff. Don't tell me the spoiler, but I'm curious about what the book was. Okay, good. They put me back up here at least. Alright, I'm gonna wait until this guy comes around. That way I can dispatch him. Uh-oh. Turning on the gas mask now, thank you. Stop that! Where do you keep coming from? Stop! Memoirs of Catherine II of Russia, Empress of all the Russias. Gotcha. I don't believe this. Oh. Okay. So part of my problem was I was moving when I tried to do the initial chokehold, which caused me to try and suplex the guy. Or no, it wasn't suplex, more of a judo flip. Alright. So, we'll try this again. Yeah, I saw what you tried there. Oh! I forgot they have these grates here.
Snake, what happened? Snake!
Sort of. Like, I don't, like, post a whole lot, but I do lurk. If I post anything, it's usually to advertise the stream. I didn't do it tonight, though, just because I was kind of running behind as it was. Okay. Let's try this again. This time, we avoid the grates. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I wasn't aware that it interprets just the word lurk as lurking. I wonder why it does that. Because that's not what I meant for it to do. Okay. There we go. That's the bulk of everyone taken out. So now all I gotta do is run around picking up ammo, seeing if there's any kind of weapons I can get that are useful. And then could have a sleeping pill, but you don't like sleeping pills. Yeah, no, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills are useful as a last resort, but the problem that I find with them is that I tend to oversleep when I take sleeping pills.
Is this all there is to load? To the heliport, huh?
Think you're awake because you slept the whole day because you're on a diet for your surgery. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason why you would be awake still then. Very little coffee. Alright, I'm just gonna wait here, because...
Huh? Just a box.
I'm gonna strangle you. That's what you get for scaring me like that. Thought the dude was gonna call an alert on me. Alright. So somewhere around here has got to be a level 5 clearance. Okay, I got the chaff grenades. Next. Okay, moving on. Luckily, it's fairly easy to lead these guys in a wild duck chase. As long as this don't happen. Game have you been playing a Sims 3? I never really did get into The Sims. I used to like SimCity once upon a time, but I think I've kind of stopped. Europa Universalis 4 will come out with a DLC soon, though. I've never played any of the Europa Universalis games. What are those? What's the gameplay like?
Huh? Just a box.
Yeah, that's right, just a box. The box of your doom. Death in a box. Gameplay is hard to explain. It's a diplomatic-based expansion game. Is it anything like Civilization? That's... No, unlike Civ, you don't build your nations from scratch. Okay. Right. Try to find me now. Hate me! Oh, oops. Been strong rumors of a possible continuation to EU4 called Project Caesar. Gotcha. And the game starts in AD 1444 and ends in 1821. All right, we're just gonna try to go through here and oh, that's right. The holding cells surely have. Oh, that's right. I need to go this way. Yeah. Not an official ending to the game, like a victory or loss. You can get achievements, though. That helps. Okay. But achievements are only available on Iron Man. Okay, so permadeath. Yeah, there are some people who I am both impressed and disturbed by their ability and willingness to play permadeath modes in games that I have trouble just not losing health in general. Case in point, permadeath mode in Minecraft. How? You play EU4 on Iron Man? Yeah, like I said, I'm simultaneously impressed and also, like, just how? Where is this guy? They must be above me or something. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Makes sense. Hurts a lot when things go wrong. Yep, I can imagine. Okay, get some more bullets here. Alright, follow this guy. You have to return to 1444 every time you mess up. Man, could you imagine playing Dark Souls in a permadeath mode? I mean, I know some people have essentially done it where they've completed the game without dying and perhaps had a self-imposed permadeath where they force themselves to start over if they die, but, you know, Oh, night vision goggles are not... Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, did they get rid of the lasers in here entirely? They must have. No matter if you're in 1670 or 1500. Yeah, I gathered. That's rough, buddy. Victoria 3 is way more forgiving. They allow you to get achievements without Iron Man as long as you are reasonable. Don't cheat or change nations. Yeah, fair. Alright, where's the... I had a mine detector. There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to... Well... Oh. I thought I had more room. How many more do I have? 7 out of 12? Okay. By the way, you're sad they postponed the DLC release for Victoria 3 for about a month. Oh, that's unfortunate. That reminds me, I'm looking forward to the DLC for Elden Ring. I'm debating on whether or not I should stream that once the DLC comes out, because I really do like that game. On the other hand, also a very long one. Like, you think my Xenoblade 3 stream was long. That's ridiculous there. Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, I usually stream at this time of day, provided I don't wind up getting sick or have other things come up that would otherwise preclude me from streaming. Indeed. Also nice to have Christian followers on here. Not that I have anything against non-Christian followers if they can see that you don't have to, like, I don't know. I think some people have this mistaken understanding of Christianity as being something where you can't have any kind of video games or anything like that because reasons, but you know, oh. I went the wrong way. It's okay. We will make it through this. Okay. Plans for tomorrow, I am going to be seeing the new Spy Family movie that is releasing. That is a series I quite enjoy. Alright, let's go on this elevator here, and if I can get down to the sub-basement. I mean, the series hasn't let me down so far, so I don't see why the movie would. The only reason I could see the movie letting me down is if it was somehow filler. Well, let me rephrase that. Somehow bad filler. Like, there's good filler and then there's bad filler. Wonder what would happen. Nothing. Okay. Never mind. Okay, you gonna turn around? Good, good, good. Yeah, night vision goggles don't actually do anything. Okay, interesting. Oh, come on! That's what I needed, anyway. I wonder if I could use a chaff grenade in there, if that would disable the lasers at all. I don't know. Yeah, that guy's gonna turn around again if I'm not careful. Is there anything in here? Grenades, grenade, okay. Plenty of grenades. SOCOM bullets. Okay. Alright, where's this guy on the outside going? He's gonna turn right, okay. Oh. Okay. Here. Got more Nikita missiles, which is good. More C4, can always go with more of that. Oh. Drink some water, so maybe that'll help you on your quest. Let us hope. And that one guy is just really getting on my nerves. Let's just... Can't shoot what he can't see.
You got a PSG-1. You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Meryl.
Are you smoking?
Yeah, so what?
Didn't you know that cigarettes contain benzopyrene, a chemical that leads to lung cancer? We now know that when benzopyrene enters the body, it changes to benzopyrene diolipoxide, BPDE, and attaches to the receptors on the p53 gene, the gene which causes lung cancer. The BPDE attaches to the P53 gene in 3 specific locations and causes precancerous changes to the lung tissue.
You know a lot about science, but you don't know how good a cigarette tastes in the morning.
Well, it's not like I actually want to smoke here. I just don't have much of a choice if I wanted to get through these lasers unscathed. Can I get through here? Yes, I can. Oh, that's right. This was the... I'm curious, because I know that there was... Wait. Ah, there's the hole in the wall. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Wasn't able to get through here before. Camera. What does a camera do, anyway? Perhaps I better not stick around in here to find out. Take photos wherever you'd like. Okay. Interesting. I just go this way. Anything more in here? Nope. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Was I in basement 2 or basement 1? I can't remember now. I think that was basement 2. Let me check basement 1, because I think there might be some doors there with some useful stuff now that I've got the level 5 key card. No, that's a level 6. What about... Okay, that's... What about here? Here we go. Just SOCOM bullets, alright. More bullets, alright. Okay then. Alright, so... Get out of here. What do I need to do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and finish off Sniper Wolf, and then I'm going to call it for the night. I just don't know how long it's going to take. I love how he can't see me through these very see-through bars. That was... Okay, run. Here we go. Anything in here? Shaft brain, okay. I know there's supposed to be a way... Uh-oh. That guy coming? He's coming this way. Somebody named Chicken Web Shot was timed out by an auto mod because of thermal goggles. That's useful. Timed out.
What was that noise?
Nobody here but has cardboard boxes.
What was that noise?
Moving cardboard boxes. You never heard of a... You never heard of moving boxes? Leroy Jenkins. Actually, you know what? Nuts. Okay. Did I get the PSG one? Yes, I did. Okay. What about the thermal goggles? Those. Aha. Okay, very good. Right. I know that... Huh. Excellent. I have no idea if approaching this way makes a lick of difference. But if I hug the walls, we should be okay. Well. We have a ration back up here. Yes, we do. Thank God. I need more rations. Supposed to drop rations for me, dude. Wait, did I have to? I think I did. I did have to go upstairs to get to that. Okay. That is fine. That is perfectly fine. SOCOM bullets. I'll take it. Bombus bullets. Okay. Nope, not that way. Safer to go the other way around. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, nope, never mind. It's really sort of cheating when the enemies are able to call an alert while you've got them in a chokehold. Especially when I can't use my weapons in this room and use, like, the SOCOM against them. That's what I'd like to do, is I'd just like to go up behind them and use the SOCOM to silently take them out. But no, I gotta go back and get my hands dirty. Alright. Just to be safe. Because I might be high enough to where he can actually see me. I don't know. I think it was basement 2, or no, was it basement? I don't remember if it was basement 1 or 2. I'll know when I get out, I suppose. It was basement 1. Okay. So far, so good. Good. I'll take that. What is the moral of the story, guys?
What can I do for you, Snake? In China, they say, rashness brings success to few, misfortune to many. Snake, go forward when it's safe, but retreat when there's danger. You'll just have to play it by ear depending on the circumstances.
Oh, that's right, you're just a puppy. You can't actually hurt me. Alright, here we go. There's no mines. Alright, so now that I'm here...
Sniper Wolf is Foxhound's best sharpshooter. Everyone knows that women have more patience than men, but Sniper Wolf can go for a whole week with no sleep, no food, the sights never straying from her target. And on top of that, she takes diazepam, so her hands never tremble.
To know. Miller?
The most important tools you need to be a good sniper are the senses that you were born with. No amount of training can change those. If your senses are dull from the beginning, you'll never be a great sniper.
Hey, welcome in, Nate. Glad to have you here. This is the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. So this is the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games, plus Metal Gear 1 and 2 on PS5. I do have the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, but that only has Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and Peace Walker. Not to mention I would need to dig my PS4 out, which, not PS4, my PS3 out for that. Okay, so Sniper Wolf, we're gonna go. Alright, I can't remember if... Alright, so she's got Goodness gracious. Switching to PC, be back in a few minutes. Okay. They've moved Meryl. I think there's something I can do to keep her from shooting at me.
You got a PSG-1. You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Meryl.
Yes, I got a PSG-1, but
Stay out of her range and shoot at her with a sniper rifle.
if I'm out of her range... Alright, well, let's try it, I guess. There you are. Yeah, overhead camera is kind of annoying, but in some ways, I actually prefer it over some of the Metal Gear games. Alright, come on now. I think I've got to just keep her trying to shoot, and then when I see... Oh, hold on, where'd it go? Ah! Metal Gear Solid 5 for Xbox One. That is one of my favorites, for sure. In terms of gameplay, the story was less great. Alright. I am going to use the thermal goggles just because I have the feeling that they're going to do something stupid like try and... Huh. Try and put some kind of claymores in front of me. Okay. Got my rations. Very good.
Don't move!
Well,
It's hard to miss when you're this close. Toss your weapon over here. Slowly.
but I done killed you.
You are a fool to come back here. Stupid man.
A lady sniper, huh?
Didn't you know that 2/3 of the world's greatest assassins are women? Do you want to die now? Or after your female friend? Which will it be?
I'll die after I kill you.
Is that right? Well, at least you've got spirit. I am Sniper Wolf, and I always kill what I aim at. Oh, you're my special prey. Got it? Oh, I've left my mark on you. I won't forget it. Until I kill you. You're all I think about.
Take him away.
Don't kill me yet. I'm alive. Leave it to me. I want no more accidents like that dark chief.
Yes, he's my target. Mine.
Can you hear me, Solid Snake?
He's tougher than I thought.
Do you know who I am? I always knew that one day I would meet you. The man who stole what was rightly mine. The man who stole my birthright. Me? I'm the man you stole everything good from. And now, after the sacrifice of our brothers, after 30 long years, finally, the two of us meet. The brother of light and the brother of dark.
Do you need his DNA too?
Yes. I want a sample while he's still alive. We need it to correct the Genome Soldier's mutations.
Then we'll be able to cure them?
No. We still have to get our hands on Big Boss's DNA.
Forget it. Your body is strapped down tight.
Have they given in to our demands yet?
Not yet.
They won't give in. They're all hypocrites, every one of them.
Is that your opinion as a Kurd?
They always put politics first.
That's right. That's why they want to avoid any leak about their precious new nuclear weapon.
Boss, it looks like our friend is awake.
There definitely is a resemblance, don't you think, little brother? Or should I say, big brother? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You and I are both the last surviving sons of Big Boss. It's me. Really? Then what? Oof, those idiots! All right, Raven. I'll be right there. They're not responding to our demands. We launched the first one in 10 hours as planned.
Damn Americans.
Looks like you read them wrong.
Something's funny.
Normally the Americans are the first ones to the negotiating table. They must think they've got something up their sleeves.
So it's come down to it, has it? We're going to launch that nuke and ride it all the way into history.
I've got to take care of some launch preparations. You're in charge here, Ocelot.
What about you? Want to stay for the show?
I'm not interested. It's time to feed the family.
So you prefer your wolves to my show, huh?
Ocelot, don't screw up like you did with the Chief.
Yes, I know. That was an accident. I didn't think a pencil pusher like him would be so tough.
Well, his mental defenses were reinforced by hypnotherapy.
Boss, what about that ninja?
He's killed 12 men. Whoever he is, he's some kind of lunatic.
Bastard took my hand. How could he have gotten in here?
Perhaps there's a spy among us. Mantis is dead. We've also got to find out what killed Baker, an octopus. We're short-handed, so make this little torture show of yours as short as possible.
Torture? This is an interrogation.
As you wish. See you later, brother.
Good job, was Liquid Snake.
Your woman is still in this world.
Meryl.
Catch you later, handsome.
Once she picks a target, she doesn't think about anything else. Sometimes she even falls in love with them before she kills them. Finally, just the two of us. How are you feeling?
Not bad. Caught a nice nap on this revolving bed of yours. Too bad I was sleeping alone.
I'm glad to hear that. This is some bed, all right. I'm about to show you some of its nicer features.
Where are my things?
Oh, don't worry. They're all there. Washington was taking quite a chance sending you here. Someone must have had a lot of faith in your skill, huh, carrier boy?
So, Metal Gear's armed with a new type of nuclear warhead, huh?
Why don't you go ask Campbell for the full story?
The Colonel?
By the way, you got an optical disc from President Baker, didn't you?
What if I did?
Is that the only disc? There's no other data?
What do you mean?
There's no copy? If not, that's fine.
Is Meryl okay?
She's not dead yet. Wolf must have been feeling generous. But if you want her to stay that way, you better start answering my questions right now. You were holding one card key. Where are the other two? What's the trick behind that key?
Trick?
That weasel of a president said there's some kind of trick to using the key.
Hell if I know.
I see. No problem then. We're going to play a game, Snake. And we'll find out what kind of man you really are. When the pain becomes too great to bear, just give up and your suffering will end. But if you do, the girl's life is mine. Press the circle button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough, press the select button to submit. When your life reaches 0, the game is over. There are no continues, my friend. Don't even think about using auto-fire, or I'll know. I'm going to run a high-voltage electric current through your body. If it's just for a short time, it won't kill you.
But I never heard that before.
You're a tough guy, Snake. But I've got some bad news for you. You're no POW. You're a hostage. There's no Geneva Convention. No one is coming to save you. Starting to feel a little scared. Good. You should be. Okay. Let's get started.
Kojima's fond of fourth wall breaks.
Okay, here we go. How did you like that? Shall we go again?
Sweet.
enough yet? We're not finished yet. You still okay? Want me to go on? Can you take one more?
I missed the healing during that one spot. I would have gotten it.
Ocelot. Did it again. Sorry, boss.
Okay. And like a complete idiot, I did not save after the Sniper Wolf fight. Okay. We're gonna fight Sniper Wolf again. It's fine. We got her once. We can do it again. She's like been one of the easier boss fights thus far, at least. Frustrating, but you know, one of the easier ones. Not like I'm having a refight. Oh no! Ah! Putting me all the way back here? Right, they follow the Ocarina of Time conceit where they save... No, wait, not Ocarina of Time. Sorry. Oh, yeah, it is the Ocarina of Time conceit because I forgot that's how it works for... when you're using Farore's Wind, it puts you at the first door that you entered in that room. Well, normally I do save often. It's just for whatever reason I didn't that time. On the plus side, at least I don't need to do it right this second now as a result, but... Alright. Level 5 card. Yeah. Alright. So... Get ready. Yeah, get my PSP1 out. Oh, quite. Yeah, that's right. Kinda sucks it's shooting moving targets. Alright, where are you? Alright, she just moved. Ah! Where is she? Let's hear breath. How did that not hit her? Oh, great. The Azabam's wearing off. hit her? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Oh, that's just brilliant. Luckily, they refill my ammo. Come on now. Okay. I'm also going to do... Well, first thing, I'm going to save my data.
Snake, wouldn't now be a good time to save your mission?
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Bad feeling? Something you ate?
No, I'm serious. Like a premonition or something.
You know, Mei Ling, this little conversation of yours would have gone over much better if you had called me.
Snake, it's all up to you.
Right. There is one other thing I'm going to do here, just to try and make my life a little bit easier. Let's see here. If I go to my system settings, and if I go to accessories, DualSense Edge, custom profiles, we're going to create a custom profile. Let's just, I'm going to call this one the torture profile. Part of my problem. Button mash like a Mario Party? Yes, exactly. But I can do something that's going to make my life just a mite easier. And I'm going to assign this rear button to circle. And we're going to... what was sticky? Oh, yeah. And then D-pad was... Okay, so we're going to assign this... Wait, how do I... There we are. Circle. I think I should be able to handle it a little bit better that way. All right. Grab everything I can on the sides here. Yeah, that's going to be easier for sure. Can I go up these stairs? I can, but there's no reason to. Anyone know what happens if you try sniping the rats?
Don't move!
Alright, skipping cutscenes.
Leave it to me. I want no more accidents like that dump chief.
Yes, he's my target. Mine alone. He's tougher than I thought.
Do you know who I am? I always knew that one day I would meet you. The man who stole what was rightly mine. The man who stole my birthright.
Forget it. Your body is strapped down tight.
Me? I'm the man you stole everything good from. And now, after the sacrifice of our brothers, after 30 long years, finally, the two of us meet. The brother of light and the brother of dark.
Do you need his DNA too?
Yes. I want a sample while he's still alive. We need it to correct the Genome Soldier's mutations.
Then we'll be able to cure them?
No. We still have to get our hands on Big Boss's DNA.
Have they given in to our demands yet?
Not yet.
They won't give in. They're all hypocrites, every one of them.
Is that your opinion as a Kurd?
They always put politics first.
That's right. That's why they want to avoid any leak about their precious new nuclear weapon.
Boss, it looks like our friend is awake.
Okay.
Press the circle button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough, press the select button to submit. When your life reaches 0, the game is over. There are no continues, my friend. Don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know. I'm going to run a high voltage electric current through your body. If it's just for a short time, it won't kill you.
But I never heard that before.
You're a tough guy, Snake. But I've got some bad news for you. You're no POW. You're a hostage. There's no Geneva Convention. No one is coming to save you. Starting to feel a little scared. Good. You should be. Okay. Let's get started.
Alright, let's see how this works now that I've got the new bullet
here
profile.
we go. How did you like that? Shall we go again? Had enough yet? We're not finished yet. Still okay? Want me to go on? Can you take one more? You're a strong man. Well, that's enough for now, I think. You're the boss's brother, all right. Your brother, he's an amazing man. Who else could shoot down 2 F-16s with a Hind helicopter? The Les Enfants Terribles project was not a total failure. He is the one man who could make my dream into a reality.
Huh? Looks like I got a roommate. The DARPA chief? Whew. What a stench. Damn, I caught a cold. That witch, she took my clothes.
What are you talking about? Alright.
Snake, are you okay? I feel so scared for you. It must be horrible.
I've been through a lot worse. Believe me.
Wow, you really are a hero. It's a good thing the codec is connected directly to your inner ear. You can contact us anytime. It's always nice to hear that you're alright. Why don't you contact the Colonel? If anyone can think of a way out, it's him.
Keep that in mind for next week. In the meantime, I'm going to see who is online to raid. Okay. Yep, nope. Well, just going to go ahead and end it here then. Alright. Well.
Please, Snake, don't give up.
Alright, well, this is Dr. Novelle signing out for the evening. I hope to see you guys on Sunday when my wife and I will hopefully be able to continue our Fogs stream. I'll be back with more of this next Wednesday. In the meantime, y'all have a good one.